What it do, glitches? It is time for our weekly check-in. We are on week 4 of the Artist's Way. Get my tools together. Which was recovering a sense of integrity. This week, you may be grappling with changing self-definition. The essays, tasks, and exercises are designed to catapult you into productive introspection and integration of new self awareness. This may be both difficult and extremely exciting for you. Warning, do not skip the reading deprivation. Okay, so last week was a week, you guys. It was a week, okay? Before I get into recapping the chapter, last week was my partner's best friend's birthday party. Today is actually her birthday. Happy birthday, Jack. I'm a day late on doing my check-in. So where it would have been Sunday yesterday is Monday today. And today is her birthday. So happy birthday. But last week. So Jackie commissioned me to do a garment for her birthday, which I did. Turned out beautifully. On top of that, I also rented her my family's venue so she could use that for her party because I realized she was having some complications with the people that she was booking with. And then additionally, I helped her set up. So it required more than I think I realized I was giving. And at the end of the week, I felt burnt out because, I don't know, I just felt like I gave a lot last week. And I didn't get to really go on an artist date. I missed a morning page. Like, I lost a day making one skirt and it ended up being too small. And then I made another skirt and that skirt ended up being too big. Anyway, yeah, so in chapter 4, we are recovering a sense of integrity. And I think that's so crazy because the things that we were touching on last week happened. Like, and then I started chapter 5, and it's almost like, yeah, so you made it through last week. These are the things you're experiencing. Like, excuse me? I know that when you're doing the book the right way, the universe aligns in the necessary way. But it's almost like, damn, I'm realizing the resistance is faster. So I'm not spending too much time in feeling any type of way because I'm realizing it's a resistance to my pursuit. So we started talking about honest changes and how we cope and words that we use to pretty much soothe the way that we're feeling, to combat the reality of what we're feeling. The quotes: each painting has its own way of evolving. When the painting is finished, its subject reveals itself. William Boziotes. Those of us accustomed now to morning pages will notice an irritability when we let them slide. Y'all, I was so disappointed. Okay, disappointed a couple of reasons last week. I lost my nose ring. Okay, I'm gonna have to find my nose ring. I slept it out. A couple of disappointments last week because one, um, the skirt was too small. So that was disappointing because I lost the whole day making that skirt and I had to make another one the next day, and that was the deadline day to have it submitted to the cleaners. So that was disappointing. Another thing was I missed a page. So the next day when I journaled, I was like, damn, I didn't realize until this morning that I missed a morning pages. And I'm so disappointed in myself because I was really, like, I be striving to get my 7 of 7. And so when I don't, I just be like, damn, girl, you could have put yourself first a little bit more to make sure that your morning pages was done. So that was that. And then realizing that I overextended last week and having a conversation with my mom, and she's just like, I get you want to be helpful, but did she ask? Did she ask? Aside from you doing her birthday outfit, did she ask for you to help her? And if the answer was no, she didn't ask, I offered. And so with that, you can't feel no type of way when people are taking what you offered. Like, you offered it. So how they take it is how they take it because you offered it. Ain't no how you gonna take it because I'm offering. It's you gonna take it because I'm offering. Period. So that was that. Another part of the chapter is quoting Chekhov, who advised, if you want to work on your art, work on your life. The accuracy, the should have had a V8, like the way last month, I have an intuitive calendar. I'll show y'all that one day. But last month, I was invoking creative fertility and joy, right? And so I know I know the creative fertility that is within me right now is a direct reflection of the self-work, like unlocking the channels that have been blocked to be able to receive what my ancestors, spirit guides, what they've been trying to like do 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 what they've been trying to drop on me, but because I was blocked, I wasn't in a space to be able to receive. And so where I was wondering why I wasn't making anything, I wasn't in the space to receive any new ideas. And so now I'm just receiving an influx of ideas, and I don't want them to run away from me because I have so many of them. It's like I just opened up an orphanage to ideas, and everyone wants to be adopted by me. And if I don't adopt them by the time they age out, they're going to go somewhere else and be actualized. And I don't want that for my babies. Those are my babies. These ideas came to me and they want me to foster them. Maybe because the vessel that they were in prior didn't do right by them, and they found me to see out what it is that they need to be fulfilled. And we still talking ideas. Like, this isn't personal to anyone or anything, but it's just like, I had this idea for a podcast, and it's that. It's bringing people on and having conversations with people who have actualized their ideas. And there's this book called Big Magic or something like that. I haven't read it yet, but it's pretty much talking about how ideas are alive, and if we don't use them, they'll go somewhere else to be fulfilled. Right. So that was that. There is a term kriya in Sanskrit, which means spiritual emergency or surrender. Surrender came up a lot last month as well. Surrender and embody. Those were last month's themes, I believe. And I had a Yoni steam, and the theme of my Yoni steam was surrender. And I think with doing that, I told the universe that I was just ready to surrender to whatever they had planned for me. I even started incorporating that into my journals. Like, look, universe, I surrender to whatever you have designed for me. I realized that by trying to alter this journey or trying to control it or trying to manipulate it is only slowing me down. So by me trusting source and divine guidance, I know that whatever I'm aligning with in these due days, is all with greatness. Like, I am my greatest self, so I'm only attracting the greatest things. Right. So Kriya, I wanted to look a little deeper into that because it resonated in a way, spiritual emergency or surrender. And so I have to go see what the nuance of the word is, and if it resonates the way that I think it does, I might incorporate it into this tattoo that I've been thinking about. In 12-step groups, kriyas are often called surrenders. People are told just let go, and they would if they knew what they were holding on to. So see, like, it's something about the word kriya and in this like the current space that I'm in, it was just like, surrender. Like that was the theme of last month, and that the fact that we are wrapping up or going into the new month with surrender is just like confirmation. Keep going. You're on the right path. Like all of this is exactly where you're supposed to be. And another quote: "Stop thinking and talking about it, and there is nothing you will not be able to know." Zen paradigm. People frequently believe the creative life is grounded in fantasy. The more difficult truth is that creativity is grounded in reality. If you really trusted yourself to have what you desire, your dream life wouldn't be a fantasy. It would be a reality because you would be actively living your dream life. Like you'll be attracting the attributes and the characteristics and the lifestyle and the lovers and the friends and the finances. Like you'll be attracting all of those things because you'll be embodying and surrendering to that part of your timeline. Hanny, Hanny. We become original because we become something specific, an origin from which work flows. So that was following the paragraph where it talks about art lies in the moment of encounter. We meet our truth and we meet ourselves. We meet ourselves and we meet our self expression. We become original because we become something specific, an origin from which work flows. I think that paragraph was profound, because it's almost like as you unlock one thing, you you approach the next thing, and then as you unlock that thing, you dive deeper into your truth, and in identifying your truths, you identify or you unlock creative flow, like you unlock creative fertility, and that was what I was desiring in my intuitive calendar last month. So I just think moving forward in my life, I'll definitely be doing an annual intuitive calendar because I did all of this in December. All the things in my intuitive calendar that are playing out throughout the year, I did before the year even started. So the fact that my year is playing out in the way that my intuitive calendar is like, that's what we thought was gonna happen. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Like it's crazy to me. By tossing out the old and unworkable, we make way for the new and suitable. And I think that says enough right there in itself. Like that don't need no further explanation. All the arts we practice are apprenticeship. The big art is our life. Did y'all hear that? All the art we practice is an apprenticeship. So all the stuff that you make, that you create, all the things that come from you are just the apprenticeship, are just the things that prepare you for the position. Hanny, and the position is life. Oh, gosh, Lord. Do you know people go their whole lives and never realize that they were in an active apprenticeship to work toward the position of their dream life? And niggas are 60 and 70 years old, still in an apprenticeship. Bitch. Whoa. Conditioned as we are to accept other people's definitions of us, this emerging individuality can seem to us like a self-will run riot. It is not. So now that you are identifying that you are capable of creating the life, and all the life that you're creating is starting to come in, it's not going to be crazy. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, why is this like, what? Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, oh my gosh, all of these things are happening to me. Like, I'm so powerful. Like, I'm scared. Like, I gotta stop asking for things because like everything that I ask for is coming. That's what that's when you keep asking. That's when you ask for bigger, bitch. You gotta think big, bitch. You think it's small. The fact that you can get the things that you're asking for means that you need to be thinking and dreaming and desiring bigger. Oh yeah, that bill you thought you wasn't gonna get paid just got paid. oh yeah, you was short on, whatever, and that just came through in the clutch, and you wasn't even expecting that to come through. Like, you got to be somewhere at a certain time for a specific thing, and you didn't know how you was gonna get there, and your homie was just like, hey yo, I was just thinking about you, you need anything? Like, the book talks about that, the synchronicities, and the way that the universe starts giving you the things that you ask for because of your intent, because of your conviction. Like, once you start receiving the small things that you ask for, how can you not believe that you have the same capacity to receive the big things that you ask for? Yeah. The center that I cannot find is known in my unconscious mind. W.H. Auden. The center that I cannot find is in is known to my unconscious mind. The center that I cannot find is known to my unconscious mind. So it's like the journey, like what I was literally just talking about with surrendering. Um, I can't go out and pluck out specific parts of the journey that I want, that appease to me. I can't go and be visually attracted to the pretty things on the journey, because the pretty things aren't going to feed me or serve me. I need the gritty things. I need the things that's going to teach me. I need the things that's going to cut up my fingers so I know when I do it again to put some gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need teachable moments. And with those teachable moments comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes knowing how to do it differently. When you know better, you do better. Like, that's what that gives. Like, trusting, surrendering. This is literally surrendering. Okay. The morning pages symbolize our willingness to speak to and hear God. They lead us into many other changes that also come from God and lead us to God. This is the hand of God moving through your hand as you write. It is very powerful. And so they talk about how we often say put it in writing. Nigga, start putting that shit in writing. Write it out, make it plain, make it specific, make it known. How does the universe know what you want if you don't know what you want? Oh, clock it. I trust my perceptions is another power. And so it goes into ways that you can affirm as you're manifesting, or as you're writing. And one of the affirmations that you can, that would help you undergo a shift in your identity and create a clearer and stronger emerging self or perception of self is, I trust my perception. So I trust the things that I see to be as they are. I am not doubting myself when I see some shit to be weird, and it's fucking weird. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. If it's weird, it's weird. Because I'm cool. I'm very lax. I'm very chill. I'm very neutral. So if I'm bothered by your energy and you're just a weird energy, then you're weird. And I trust myself enough to accept that you're a weird bitch, or a weird nigga, or a weird energy, or whatever the fuck. And um, another assurance that is such another assurance that such explorations are permissible. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Choose affirmations according to your need. Period. As you excavate your buried dreams, you need to assure that such explorations are permissible. I recover and enjoy my identity. So as you're learning and diving, and as you're preparing to hop off of the diving board of your self-discovery, as you trust that, like, I recover and enjoy my identity. Even if this is someone that I haven't known for 30 years, I enjoy the process anyway. I surrender to what comes with uncovering and rediscovering my creative self. Then there was a buried dream exercise that I did. Y'all, my journal almost full. Like 3 pages a day. This is 4 weeks. And that's what I got left. I love that for me. Now I don't have no Polaroids to show y'all this week. That's okay. I got sidetracked. I was looking for the buried dreams exercise. Did I do it? Sorry, y'all. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay. All right. The buried dreams as an exercise is, as recovering creatives, we often have to excavate our own pasts for the shards of buried dreams and delights. Do a little digging, please. Be fast and frivolous. This is an exercise in spontaneity, so be sure to write your answers out quickly. Speed kills the censor. So the longer you think about something, your inner saboteur has time to negate it. So hobbies that sound fun are surfing, pottery, aerial aerobics, gardening, and candle making. Classes that sound fun are herbology, theology, quantum physics, philosophy, and astrology. 5 things I wouldn't do that sound fun. And I didn't know how to do this because it's like I would do anything, but the things that I haven't done, the things that I've been keeping myself from doing are karaoke, performing in a one-woman show, being on Broadway, performing in Cirque du Soleil, and skydiving. 5 skills I think it would be fun to have would be a tap dancer, knowing the stars, being psychic, being able to do a backflip, and speaking in front of large crowds comfortably. 5 things I used to enjoy doing would be performing, giving massages, skating, drama class, like theater, and choir. And 5 silly things I try once. I would be in a circus, I would be a puppeteer, I would host a children's show, I would be in a flash mob, and I would sing at an open mic. And then a task that I did was comparing life pies. So in week 1, we did the life pie, and in week 4, we revisited the life pie. And it says what things are similar, what things are different, what have you, given more time and energy to, and what could you still give more time and energy to. And while I've made improvements, my shape is still similar. So I can go to March 20th, which was the day that I did my first one. So that's the shape of my first one. And I felt like I was neglecting exercise, romance and adventure, and friends. All right? And so my new one, sorry, I lost the page. So my new one, the shape is similar. It's just broadened, right? I said it's still a similar shape, but it's widened. I've been playing more and I've been more adventurous thanks to the artist dates. I could still be a bit more active, but I'm certainly improving in all areas for sure. And I say that to proudly announce that me and my pup, Kita, went on a 30-minute walk this morning. So I'm already combating my lack of exercise. Clock it. And ways that I can improve my life pie is I'll keep giving myself flowers, or like it was like, what are little toys you can get for yourself to improve the places that you lack. And I'll keep getting myself flowers because I love flowers. And if no one else is going to give me flowers, I'm going to give myself flowers weekly. Period. Keep keepsakes from artist dates. Those make me happy, and those will always affirm that I'm actively putting myself first, and like I'm actively prioritizing myself throughout my weeks, because I can go back and reflect on, oh, when I went to the puppetry museum. Oh, when I went to the planetarium. Oh, when I went to the botanical gardens. Oh, when I go make me a Build-A-Bear. Oh, when I go to the hot air balloon festival. Oh, when I go to Atlanta Streetwear Market. Like, I'll have a whole scrapbook at the end of this. And I want to buy myself a new Polaroid. So I have a Polaroid. Y'all know, clearly. Y'all know I got a Polaroid, but I've had her for years, and she's hanging on by a hair tie, literally. She's been dropped a lot of times, and the little tooth that keeps the back to the camera is broken, so I have to keep it tied with a hair tie. And sometimes, if I'm not mindful of it, the hair tie blocks the viewfinder, and it'd be a little black. It'd be a little cast shadow in my images, and I just be like, I wasted a film because of a hair tie. But anyway, yes, I'm just going to keep improving and keep honoring myself, because I do see the benefits of that, and I see how I feel when I don't. So I've 3 weeks consistently prioritized myself, and then the fourth week where I didn't, I felt that shit. So yeah. It took me a while to get to my tasks, just because this week was a week, right? Cool. I did the wish list exercise. Oh, I think this is from chapter 5. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I really didn't get into the tasks this week. I'm not even gonna cap you down. I did asterisks by the ones that I was willing to do. It would have been the time travel one, which was remember yourself at 8. What did you like to do? What were your favorite things? Now write a letter from you at 8 to your current age, and what would you tell yourself? I think that's super interesting, because last week I had one of my TikTok followers was like, hey, I have an 8-year-old. What advice would you give them for selling art? And so I have a TikTok on that if y'all ever want to go check that out. But my advice was essentially to create rooted in joy, and do not create rooted in making money, because if you don't make money, it'll discourage you from pursuing joy. So I feel like that partially aligned. I feel like that video to an 8-year-old, and a letter from my 8-year-old, I'm gonna make them say that they're the same. And then I was supposed to go in my closet and throw out some old stuff. How many morning pages did I do? I did 6 out of 7. I didn't go on my artist date, and I'm sad about it. But I did go to Micheals yesterday. I counted that. So I spent some money on myself yesterday buying some new canvases to start working on these paintings that I told y'all about. Like, I am not going to not have canvases for all of these beautiful paintings that I have, it's a cauldron in my brain right now. It's a cauldron in my brain, and all of these beautiful potions are being prepared. Okay, period. Did you experience any synchronicities this week? Did I? Oh, I definitely did. Just in the regard of prioritizing self and the buried dreams. And I think I did pretty decent with the reading deprivation. Like, it was a busy week. I didn't have time to read shit, let alone the chapter. Yeah. I think covered. I think I covered honest changes. That was this week, and I think I did that pretty well. So that was this week. We're going into week 5, which is recovering a sense of possibility. This week, you are being asked to examine your payoffs in remaining stuck. You will explore how you curtail your own possibilities by placing limits on the good you can receive. You will examine the cost of settling for appearing good instead of being authentic. You may find yourself thinking about radical changes, no longer ruling out your growth by making others the cause of your constriction. And I already read this chapter, so I'll be linking back up with y'all next week to talk about the confirmation of this one, of chapter 5. Whoa. So, y'all have a great week. Stay glitched, stay golden, and I will check back with y'all next week.